Hello there, Rabbi.
Good evening, Joe.
And you're out on the beach. Are you having a good time? I hope you have sunblock.
I have enough to last at least 30 seconds.
Okay, well, then that note, let's get another 30-second how to be Jewish under the table. We've talked a lot about the Torah. We've talked a lot about the Bible. We've talked a lot about spirituality. But let's talk about the physical for a second. Do you need to have a copy of the Torah in your house? Is it easier? Does it make it like better?
I think it's very important to have a copy of the scriptures. Now, we talk about the Torah, which is also called the Pentateuch. It's the first five books of the Bible itself. And so be nice to have a copy of the Torah. However, maybe you have a family Bible at home. Maybe you have a copy that was given to you or one of the children at a B'nai Mitzvah. So I think it would be important to have, but let's not get bogged down with it has to be a Chumash, the five books. It has to be the Torah itself. It could be both what's commonly called the Old Testament and the New Testament. We don't have to limit it just to Hebrew scripture. It's important to have a copy of the Bible if you're not going to have one of the Torah. It's symbolic. And you may actually want to refer to it. You may want to pick it up. You may hear something in a movie or TV show where someone quotes the Torah. And you might want to see what comes before or what comes after what's being read. So, to answer your question, Joe, a physical copy would be nice. We can always use our computers and iPads, but that means actually calling it up and finding it. This is an item which I think is an important Jewish symbol to have a copy, a physical copy.
And I always like to bookmark passages of books that I like and turn to them every now and then when I need them. And having a physical book would make that easy, wouldn't it?
It certainly would. Now, one could set up a schedule and decide to read three verses every day, every other day, once a month, once a week, starting with Genesis and then reading three verses and three verses. One can set up a schedule. Or if you'd like to just be very mystical, take your birth date, pick a book, Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy. Pick one of the books and use your birthday for the chapter and verse and read three verses. See what that has to say. And if you want to not limit yourself just to the Torah, the book of Psalms, the book of Proverbs, or just open the book at random. Anniversary date, maybe a Yortzeit date. All of these would be mystical ways to see if you could tease out some words of wisdom, something important, something that you like. So there's two different systems. And you can also open up the Torah or the Bible and just read three verses at random and see what they say to you. And maybe that'll be the end, or maybe it'll pique your curiosity and you'll read six verses or seven verses.
I don't know, Rabbi. You've piqued my curiosity. Thank you, as always, for this interesting insight. I'm going to go pick up my Bible, which has a New and Old Testament, and see what I can find. As always, thank you for your wisdom, and I appreciate it very much.
And I'm going to take your birthday and look at the book of Proverbs, since they're very much about telling the future and giving us wisdom. And I'm going to see what your birthday passage is all about, Joe.